Good evening to all. So today we are going to follow different kinds of rules for muting. So normally in all our technical sessions, Prithvi will keep all of us in mute mode so that at the end of the session, he will unmute whoever wants to ask any questions. But in a session like this, where I think that I am going to crack some jokes, unless I hear whether you are laughing or not, it will become so monotonous. So today I am going to ask Prithvi to unmute all of you, but please ensure that there are no disturbances in the nearby. So if at all there is any disturbance, you can just mute yourself. Otherwise, let all the people be unmuted. That is the first thing. If I am not able to generate any big laugher, I am not able to hear any big laugher, at least I want to see whether I am able to make you smile at least a little bit. So I want all of you to kindly turn on your camera so that I can see if at all I am able to make you at least smile a bit. So wherever it is inconvenient for you, people may keep the camera on. So these are the two requirements, and Prithvi can do it in the meanwhile. So if at all there is going to be any noise in anybody's place, they alone. Yeah.
Rajan, I think you might have to let people unmute because of the breeze somewhere in the say top floor.
Yeah. If it is going to be a disturbance, we will mute everybody. But I give you the option. You keep all your video on.
Sir, at least the chart item may be mute. Chart item may be into everyone.
Yes, sir. I will enable the chat option for all.
Yeah.
So, participants, please
share your feedback. Yeah, that is better. Instead of unmuting everybody, we will have the chat option open. So
yes,
whatever you feel, you can just send in your chat. So that will be better. And in between, you can also raise your hand. If at all you want to add and join in between, you are always welcome to do that. And friends, we started all these sessions under Madras Tax Bar on 11th April. And today is almost the 18th day. And this is 24th session. Tomorrow we are going to have our 25th session by Mr. Vaidishwaran. So all these 23 sessions before this were highly technical. We have brought all the best of the speakers, starting from Mr. Sridharan, Mr. Lakshmikumaran, Mr. Venkatraman, and likes of all those. We have been hearing a lot of technical matters. And this is the right time. We should have a break. We all should unwind ourselves and have some good amount of laughter. And I want to give a disclaimer at the beginning itself. Please take it as a show which is for around 30 to 40 minutes. You just laugh it out. Don't be judgmental. Don't try to interpret what is that, why he has said, and all that. Please don't be judgmental. This show you have to enjoy for the next 40 to 45 minutes. If at all it is interesting, try to laugh, and then we will just forget and move on with our technical sessions from tomorrow. So don't take them very seriously. This is not intended to hurt anybody. I have taken all the care not to hurt anybody, but still don't feel that anybody is hurt or anything. So with this, we will just move on with the session. So in fact, I should first thank Mr. Vaidishwaran. He was the trigger for this session. I was listening to one of his lectures in some other forum where he was talking about humor in taxation. That was the time idea why we also should not do a session like this, but in a totally different setup, not in the same model, but in a different model. So I got the idea some 10 days back. And from that day onwards, I have been working on it. And once it has come to a shape, I had told the organizers, and Madras Tax Bar has been kind enough to think out of the box and allow me to proceed with this particular session. Because otherwise, it should not be a conventional forum where we discuss only technical subjects all the time. So I should thank all the participants as well as Madras Tax Bar for giving this opportunity. So whatever I am going to discuss now, most of them are based on real life experiences. So in our real life, if you see around, there are a lot of things which will create laughter, especially in the field of taxation. Opportunities are aplenty. So we get a lot of opportunities to laugh around, and all the incidents which I am going to talk about, majority of them are real life incidents, and some of them are imaginary. So to add flavor to the session, some of the items will be imaginary also. So otherwise, most of the things have happened in the life. I should thank all the friends. I have gathered inputs for this session from many of my friends. I may not be able to mention their names also, So I have taken inputs from so many friends who are practicing, who are working in the department and all that. So I should be thankful to all of them. Now we'll just move on to the show. The first one is going to be, see, most of you may be aware that before coming to this profession in 2003, I was working in the Central Excise department for around 10 years. You may be knowing, from 93 to 2003. So there we gathered a lot of experience, which has given the strength for us to take a bold decision of resigning a government job and coming into practice. That has happened some 16 years ago. So while I was in the department at the time in the 90s, and maybe even today also, the infrastructure available in the department in the government is always limited. For every infrastructural requirement, whether it is a stationery, paper, pen, mostly we used to depend on our assessees. So we used to ask our assessees to give us the bare minimum stationery for running the government office. So even if we have to book a case against a particular assessee, we have to depend on the assessee only for all the information and everything. So here I am going to enact before you an incident where the superintendent is going to give a show cause notice to an assessee. He has booked a case, he has found out some evasion of duty, so he is going to book a case and issue a show cause notice to the assessee. But his infrastructure is limited. Yeah, what is the message we got? Yeah, people who have not at all muted them, please mute. There are some disturbances. So otherwise, Prithvi can mute everybody once. I can unmute myself.
Yes,
So
sir.
Prithvi,
Yes,
you
sir. Yes,
can mute all the people once again.
Yes, I'll do that. I'll do that. Yes, sir. Natarajan, sir, I have muted everyone, so you can unmute yourself and start. Sir.
Yeah. So now what is going to happen, as I said, in the earlier days and even now also, the department is mostly dependent on the assessees for their basic requirements like infrastructure, I mean pen, pencil, stationery and all that. So here one superintendent, he has found out some evasion of duty. He wants to book a case and he is going to give a show cause notice to the assessee. But he don't have a steno, he don't have a typewriter. So what he has told, he asked the assessee to come to his office and take the dictation. And after that, the show cause notice will be typed out. And then the superintendent will get the signature and issue the show cause notice to the same assessee. So now I am the superintendent and I have called my assessee also. Yeah, come. And I should also mention before starting the show, some of these things will be in Tamil. So some of the, mostly it will be like a 50-50 kind of a thing. So people who don't follow much of Tamil, kindly excuse me. So that is why the session can be made more interesting. So it will be easy for you to follow because whatever I'm going to say, you'll be able to follow. But this is the pattern in which the show is going to be. Now, yeah, the assessee has come to my office. Yes, welcome, welcome. And I thought I'm going to give a show cause notice to you. So you know that we don't have a steno and we don't have a typewriter.
Yes, sir.
Can you please take the dictation and type out the show cause notice, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, please take down.
Yes, sir.
Whereas it appears that you have contravened the procedures, provisions போட்டுக்கலாமா? Okay, provisions போட்டுங்க. படிங்க.
இல்ல நான் இது பண்ணிக்கிறேன்.
Whereas it appears that you have contravened the provisions.
Oh, வாட்டாவே போட்டுட்டீங்களா? அப்ப நான் முதல்ல whereas it appears ன்னு சொன்னா இப்போ வந்து as to why அப்படின்னு ஆரம்பிச்சுங்க. As to why there should not be penalty on you.
As to why there should not be penalty on you, assessee.
அட்வொகேட்ல குழம்பு போய் கிடக்காங்க.
இந்த கேஸ் போட்ட உடனே எனக்கு லட்சமா ரிவார்ட் எல்லாம் வாங்குற மாதிரி எனக்கு கனவெல்லாம் வந்தது. ஆனா ஆபீஸ்ல போய் இந்த புக் எடுத்து அந்த ரூல் எல்லாம் படிச்சு பார்த்த உடனேதான் எனக்கு ஒரே டவுட்டா வருது.
இந்த கேஸை போட்டதும் ரிவார்டு கனவில் வந்தது, ஆனால் ரூலை பார்த்ததும் டவுட் வந்தது.
அதேதான் பிரமாதம். கவிதை படிங்க.
Whereas it appears that you have contravened the provisions. as to why there should not be penalty on new associate. இந்த கேஸை போட்டதும் ரிவார்டு கனவில் வந்தது, ஆனால் ரூலை பார்த்ததும் டவுட் வந்தது. ஓஹோ லா 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 la 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 la.
கவிதை இந்த கேஸ் சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட் வரைக்கும் போய் கடைசியா அது டிராப் ஆனா கூட எனக்கு பரவாயில்ல. ஆனா இந்த ஷோகாஸ் நோட்டீஸ்ல என்னோட ஏசி கையெழுத்து போடுவாங்க தான் எனக்கு பெரிய டவுட்டா இருக்கு. அபிராமி அபிராமி
அதையும் எழுதணுமா?
அது என் ஏசியோட பேரு. நான் போட்ட இந்த கேஸ பத்தி எல்லாரையும் கூப்பிட்டு சொல்லணும்னு எனக்கு தோணுது. ஆனா எல்லாரும் என்ன பார்த்துட்டு சிரிப்பாங்களோன்னு நினைக்கும் போது என் வாய் தானா மூடிக்குதா. மனிதர் புரிந்து கொள்ள இது சாதா கேஸ் அல்ல, சாதா கேஸ் அல்ல, சாதா கேஸ் அல்ல. அதையும் தாண்டி ரொம்ப காம்ப்ளிகேட்டானது.
இந்த கேஸ் என்னவென்று எல்லோருக்கும் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ண எனக்கு ஆசைதான் வந்தது. எல்லோரும் என்னை பார்த்து கை கொட்டி கேலி செய்தால் என்ன ஆகும் என் வாயும் மூடுது. மனிதர் புரிந்து கொள்ள இது சாதா கேஸ் அல்ல, ரொம்ப ரொம்ப காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் ஆனது. ஏசியே சைன் போடும் சாமியே நீதானே புரியுமா? இந்த ஆக்டையும் ரூலையும் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணா உனக்கு புரியுமா? ஏசியே சைன் போடும் சாமியே நீதானே தெரியுமா? உனக்கு புரியுமா? ஏசி லாலியே ஏசி லாலியே ஏசி லாலியே ஏசி லாலியே ஓஹோ லா 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 லா. Whereas it appears that you have contravened the provision as to why there should not be penalty on you associate. La 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 la.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, friends. Thank you. Hope you would have enjoyed it. So now, what has happened? The Showcase notice has been issued. We will forget that. We will move on to our second one. See, in the department, there was a very enthusiastic officer. They are given a Showcase notice for denying Senvat credit. So, what has happened during the adjudication proceedings? The assessee has given a beautiful reply, and the AC is convinced he has to drop the demand. To another go, he has to drop the demand. He drops the demand also. He drops the demand. But however, he imposes a penalty of 10,000 rupees on the ground for the embarrassment caused to the department by forcing us to issue the Showcase notice. I am imposing a penalty of 10,000 rupees. That is, for the embarrassment caused to the department, he has imposed a penalty of 10,000 rupees. And you know, the assessee went on appeal. The commissioner appeal, who is a very seasoned officer, he, as suspected, set aside the penalty. He also wrote, I am setting aside the penalty, but I am directing the authority to keep the matter in call book so that whenever statutory provisions are enacted for imposing penalty for causing embarrassment to the department, at the time he can take it up from the call book and impose a penalty, and not now. So this is what has actually happened. So an officer has passed a 10,000 rupees penalty for causing embarrassment. I'll tell you one more incident. So sometime back, one of the commissioner appeals, in a very short point of time, he passed 1,000 orders. Orders in appeal, he passed 1,000 orders within a short span of some 6 months. So he wanted to celebrate that. He wanted to celebrate that. A function was organized in the department. Chief Commissioner and all other commissioners, they were all invited to celebrate passing of 1,000 orders by the Commissioner appeals within a short span of 6 months time. A function was organized. Some assessees were also invited. And during that function, one of the commissioner and who is very witty and satirical. He spoke on that occasion. I request the people not in any names. Let us not mention any names, not to cause. These are all only incidents which might not have happened. So what has happened during that function? One of a very good commissioner, he spoke, and he spoke like this: I am very happy that within a short span of time, our commissioner is able to dispose of 1,000 appeals and pass 1,000 orders. And we at government, at our government expenditure, we are spending and celebrating this occasion. But I don't know, out of these 1,000 orders, how many orders are in favor of the department, I don't know. Anyway, we will celebrate that he has passed 1,000 orders. So that is one incident which I thought I will share with you. Now, I will tell you another incident which has happened in our office. See, after GST, as all of us know, every issue you cannot decide on your own. So you have to consult with your colleagues, you have to consult with your friends, and then only you will be in a position to come to a particular conclusion. So what happens in our office? We used to have a lot of internal discussions. Whenever any important matter comes, we used to discuss among ourselves, and then only we will take a final call. So sometimes the mail exchanges will run up to 40 mails, 50 mails and all before the conclusion. So we have one of our textile major as our client. So they have come out with a very specific query. So people who are in the GST field, we have discussed a lot about the composite supply, mixed supply and all. So this issue is also about that. So you may be aware, when you go to a ready-made showroom, a big ready-made showroom, you buy a silk saree. So you also buy a matching blouse for that. Quite usual. We will also be buying a matching blouse for that. So now you will first to buy the saree, and then you will go for the matching blouse. Nowadays, a lot of ready-made blouses are available. So you will also buy a ready-made blouse. The sarees are independently classifiable under Chapter 52. So for the benefit of one of our senior member who is a die-hard fan of Nayanthara, I have put the silk saree picture with the Nayanthara, and there is a matching blouse. So you are going to a shop to buy a silk saree as well as a matching blouse. So silk saree as such is falling under Chapter 52. The rate of GST is 5%. The ready-made blouse, if the price is more than 1,000 rupees, the GST will be 12%. If the price is below 1,000 rupees, it will be 5%. And naturally, these type of designer blouses and all, definitely the price will be more than 1,000, it will be 12%. So now the question is, whether it is a mixed supply, it cannot be a mixed supply. Why? Because independent pricing is available. So saree is priced independently, blouse is also priced independently. It cannot be a mixed supply. Coming to composite supply, we had a lengthy discussion. So some people argue that saree is the principal supply and blouse is only incidental to a saree. So the saree rate, that is a 5% rate, should be applied for both. Like that, people were arguing. Some people, including some lady members of our office, they were arguing that you cannot say that blouse is also independent. So you cannot say that it is incidental. It cannot be incidental to saree. I can go to a shop and buy only some 10 matching blouses without even purchasing any saree. I can buy only sarees. I need not purchase any blouses at all. So you can't say that one is the principal supply and all that. And it was very difficult to come to a conclusion. And the mail was going on for a long time. And finally, we have to come to a conclusion. We have come to a conclusion. For coming to the conclusion, one point has flashed my mind. The question is whether saree can be considered as a principal supply or the blouse can be considered as an incidental supply or not. That was the question. But finally, I recollected one of the old Tamil movie, and then I realized, just wait for a second till my screen is shared among with all of you. Yeah, I remembered about Mudal Maryadai Radha. So only for Mudal Maryadai Radha, blouse becomes incidental to saree. Otherwise, in all other cases, both are independent and
Why it is stopped?
Sir, fabulous explanation, sir.
Patent issue. Patent issue, huh?
Super. Very clear. It's very clear.
Okay. So a expert question which cannot be solved by 40-50 miles has been solved by a Tamil movie. And only Mudal Maryadai Radha can come to our rescue to come to a conclusion. Now, we'll move on to the next. See, you may be remembering, in service tax, there is one famous case, Microsoft. When Microsoft is appointed a person in India to take care of our local customers, and the local Microsoft India will be servicing the local customers, but they will get the payment from their foreign company. They will get the payment in foreign exchange, and they will get the payment also in foreign exchange. So what happens? The department said, this will not amount to export of service. You are providing service only to the local client. You may be getting payment in foreign exchange, but that is a different issue. Your performance is happening only in India. So it will not become an export of service. This has got a big history. Some huge pre-deposit was ordered. They went to High Court. Then there was a difference of opinion. And finally, third member, it has got a very big history. But why Microsoft was harassed like this? The reason behind that particular case was, at the time when Microsoft launched its Microsoft Word and all that, at the time you may be knowing, old time people may know, the department people were known as collectors. It was changed into commissioners. Sometime in the 90s, collectors was renamed as commissioners. So naturally, collectorate was renamed as commissionerate. So at that time, the Microsoft product also came, Word document. It has got one dangerous solution, the auto spelling correct. So whenever you type commissionerate in a Microsoft document, it will show you commissionerate. So the department got wild. We have to do something to the Microsoft, and we have to book a case, and that is why the case has been booked and dragged to such an extent. And then later, Microsoft has realized the mistake, and they introduced in their thesaurus a new word called commissionerate. And this is how it has happened. Now, we'll move on to next. I think people individually, whoever is not having any noise, you can unmute yourself so that I can hear your laughter. That will be an encouraging factor for me. Even though Prithvi has muted, people can unmute them if there is no disturbance. Now, tell another incident. I'll tell another incident. What has happened? I went to settlement commission. Normally, when you go to settlement commission, if it is a clandestine case, we don't have any defense. We have to pay the tax. At least if we get some waiver, it is better. For interpretive cases and all, people will not go to settlement commission. Mostly clandestine cases we will go. So during the earlier days, the settlement commission was having the power to waive the interest also. Nowadays they don't have the power, and the power has been taken away. But in the earlier period, people can seek waiver of interest also. So we vehemently argued before the settlement commission. The member or vice chairman, whoever was sitting, he is again a very intelligent and very sarcastic commissioner sitting as a member in the settlement commission. I have given copies of all my balance sheet. I showed him, see my P&L, my lord. For the past 5 years, I have incurred huge losses. So please show some mercy on me. Do not put any interest on me. Do not levy any penalty on me. I am bleeding like this. So all my 5 years P&L account are showing huge losses. So please show some mercy and don't impose any interest or penalty on me. And that member, who was very sarcastic, he replied to me, Mr. Counsel, you are saying that your P&L is showing lot of losses and all. That is because you have not accounted all these clandestine in your books of account. Have you accounted all these clandestine clearances in your P&L account? Your profit would have been so huge. I don't know how to answer. I have to blink before him, and somehow I pleaded mercy and finally got some partial waiver. Another case
Quite
I went.
right,
Nice one. Nice one.
Yeah, I went to another time before the same settlement commission, same clandestine case. I pleaded for mercy. This time I adopted a different tactics. I didn't show any P&L account, balance sheet and all that. This time I told him, My lord, my unit has been closed now. I don't have a business. I have closed down my business. So please show some mercy on me. Kindly weigh me the interest and penalty. The same member was sitting, and he was retorting to me, Mister, you have closed the business because this case is booked on you. You know what? When you are running the business, many people have closed the business because they cannot compete with you. They cannot do business against you because you are doing clandestine removal. So they have closed down the business. And now, because case has been booked on you, you have closed the business. I can't show any mercy on you. That is how it has happened. Now, we will just move on to our latest topic of the GST. We all know GST was introduced sometime in July 2017, and we have all been suffering because of the GST on various aspects. So now I am going to tell you a story about GST. It is my story. You take it. I have my parents. My parents are called. My name of my parents is Central Excise Act. They are born in 1944. Central Excise is my parent. I also had a sibling who was born in 1994. His name is, I had a brother. His name is Service Tax. So I was happily living. No problem at all. Myself, my brother and parents and all, we were all happily living. But all the people around us, no, they will not keep quiet. They said, no, you should give this another son, bigger son, you have to give him in marriage. You have to find some good bride and all. See people, you see Australia, you see Canada and all. Everybody has got a beautiful bride. And for your son also, you have to look for a beautiful bride. So my parents also looked for a beautiful bride. They looked upon Canada, Australia and all that. And finally, they found out one bride called GST. So they got me married to GST. And my parents are very decent. You know what they told me? Once I marry you, we will not be staying with you. We will just move away. We will go to Kashi, Rameshwaram and all. Both myself and my brother, Service Tax, we will just vanish away. And it is for you. You have to live happily with the GST forever. So immediately after the marriage, my parents, my brother, everybody has vanished. So I have started living my life with the GST ever since. Oh my God, what a horrible wife I have, you know. See, everywhere, people will celebrate only Diwali once in a year. Every houses, people will celebrate Diwali only once in a year. And this girl, every 2 months they celebrate Diwali and they call it as GST council meeting. Every 2 months they have a Diwali GST council meeting. And once meeting comes, I am gone completely. So they will come out with so many circulars, so many press notes. I have to do all those things. And every 2 months they are celebrating Diwali. What can I do? And another thing, what you know, what is happening? She is having, they never told me, she has so many brothers, so many sisters, so many cousins. Every 10 days they come to my home, they are called notification, circulars. Every 10 days, sometimes 2 of them come, sometimes 10 to 15 of them come. So all of them come and stay with me. My patience is gone. So once they come, I have to take care of them. I should understand them. So I should properly take care of them. Oh my God, my life is gone with this life. You know what? It has been 3 years. It has been 3 years. Sleepless night. Sleepless night.
You got some
But you
mother-in-law
know what?
also.
Mr.
You know
Natarajan.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a mother. I forgot to tell about the story. The GST portal knows he is my mother-in-law. How much trouble she is giving. How much trouble my mother-in-law is coming to me. You know? And last 3 years, sleepless nights. I have technical glitches.
GN, you got the state
You know
government
what?
also, GN.
Mr. Natarajan.
Yeah.
Natarajan,
You got
I want
You
to
know
add
what?
something on that.
I have to share. Please allow me. I have to share my story with you.
state government also. You forgot.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you a secret. I married in July 2017. I'm going to complete 3 years. With this GST, my marriage is yet to be consummated.
Sagala you விட்டுட்டீங்க.
Great.
Hello.
Nataraj, who is your sister-in-law?
No.
You have a ground for divorce, by the way. You have a ground for a divorce.
State government.
உங்க சகலையை விட்டுட்டீங்களா? ஸ்டேட் கவர்மெண்ட் உங்க சகலை இல்ல, அதை விட்டுட்டீங்களே.
Yeah. Okay, next we'll move on. We have an officer, very honest and upright officer. He's always concerned about spending the government money. So whenever any travel tickets are booked, he will book only economy class ticket and all. And there is the PA used to book the ticket and all. He will also tell that don't book that snacks, insurance and all. You don't book any extra payment and all. You don't make. It's all government money. It is all going to be a waste. You don't do anything. So once what happened? A new steno has joined, very innocent, and he doesn't know much of all that. He booked insurance also for the commission. So when booking the air ticket, he also paid the insurance premium. So the commissioner got little angry. He shouted at the steno, "Why you have booked insurance premium for the air ticket?" So the steno did not want to know how to reply and all. So poorly he said, "Sir, claim pandradhukku da sir."
Wow, he couldn't claim, I think.
We'll move on to next one. See, during those times when I joined the department in 90s and all, there used to be something called RG23A Part 1, Part 2. See, nowadays we have this GSTR 2A and all, everything is mechanized. During those times, we have to manually check, especially associates like Ashok Leyland and all. Every month, there will be 10 bound books of invoices, input credit invoices. They will just dump in the office. They will give their RG23A Part 1, Part 2. We have to tick one by one. Imagine, this is how the work was being carried out in the 90s. People may know, old people. No, I'm not old, but still, older people may know better. In those times, when I joined the department, I asked the superintendent, "Sir, please give me some work. We will do some work." So some of the superintendents who are there with me in Hosur, they have joined today's session also. So one is Mr. V. Natarajan, with whom I even shared the room also. So now what happened, I asked my superintendent, "Please give me some work, sir. We will do some work." So my superintendent, "Okay, we will do input credit verification." He briefly explained that we have to check the invoices with the register and all. We have to do the tick one by one. So for a big company, he started doing the input credit verification. It was going on for some time. He started in the morning, till evening it was going on. No mistake, absolutely everything was tallying. He will see his part and he will still read it out. I will see my part, will do the ticking, and everything was going pakka till evening. Then the superintendent got some doubt, suspicion he got. And then he said, "What is that you are doing?" And then by end of evening, we realized he was having the original of RG23 Part 2. I am having the duplicate carbon copy of Part 2, and we were ticking each other.
Nice one. Yeah.
Then another experience I should share in the department. See, going and working in an airport is the dream of everybody. That white uniform and all, in movies and all we have seen. It's very good, So people working in proper customs, it is not a problem. On transfer, they will be posted to the airport. But we, the people who are working in central excise, it will be a deputation post. Every year, only some 5 to 10 people can go. It is a very sought after posting, very powerful posting. And one of our senior members, Mr. Vishwanathan, can tell a lot of stories about it. He is a person who has gone even up to Bombay airport. So going to an airport for a central excise officer for a posting is always a big dream. I never worked there. I don't think that I have gone there. I was not so fortunate. And what happened, one of my friends, he always had a passion. He always wanted to join airport. So always he will look for avenues. He will try all the options to go for that. So one day he went to airport to drop some senior officer. After dropping the senior officer, he got into problem with somebody. He started fighting with somebody. He was fighting with another person. He was saying, no, you have to do something. You have to do something. He started fighting with that other person. And all the people have gathered there. And finally, what has happened to the person? He said, "You are the person who can get me airport transfers. You are holding the poster. Please get me a posting for airport transfer. I want a transfer to the airport. Please give me."
Airport transfers.
Yeah, he's a taxi wala. And he thought that he will get an airport transfer. And he started. And we, with great difficulty, we have to explain all these things. And we brought him back to office. This is what has happened.
Rajan.
Before you proceed, Natraj, your picture is 90 degrees counterclockwise. You have to change.
Which one?
Natarajan.
Your
Sir,
video
your video,
is 90
sir,
degrees.
you have to rotate it, sir.
Now it's better.
it's okay.
Yeah, you are on the right side.
I think it is also
Now it is okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now it is okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Natarajan,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yeah. Tell me, sir.
Yeah, when you remember when I went to Bombay Airport, you only typed the application first. When I got selected, you become the general secretary of the association and give a representation that some people have got influence and they got selected like that.
Real joke.
So
என்ன சார் நீங்க எல்லாம் இப்படி பண்றீங்க?
my going to airport was delayed by Bombay Airport was delayed by some nearly 3 months. Incidentally, I want to point out, you only typed my representation and you only
அங்க நட்ராஜன் ப்ரூட்டஸ் ஆயிட்டாரு.
yeah, he became the general secretary, uncrowned prince of the department.
Now,
So that's
okay.
very
We'll move on to next one. In fact, at the end of the show, I am going to interact with the people. I will invite all of you one by one to share your own comic experiences with the department. We'll have some 10-15 minutes of interaction. So now we will move on to the one. See, one of the very respected senior counsel. Normally, senior counsels will not be attending hearings before the departmental offices. Normally, they will be coming only for High Court and Supreme Court. But sometimes the client will insist. So you only have to come. They think that if senior comes, they can do wonders before the commissioner. They don't understand. So whether it is Harish Salve or Prithvi, who has joined the bar 1 year back, most of the times it is not going to make much of a difference. So what happened? A client insisted. So a senior counsel came to the department after a long time. He is coming to the departmental building after a long time. So he went to the Commissioner Appeals PA room. The PA was she was there. She was sitting. And the senior counsel, he also took his junior, a newly joined junior, freshman of college. He was also accompanying the senior. They went. And senior, he has to engage some conversation, no? After 10 years, he is going to that office building and all. He told PA, oh, madam, how are you, madam? I'm coming after so many years. And after 10 years, I'm seeing everything. And there is a lot of improvement in your infrastructure in the 10 years, madam. The other junior was shocked. The PA was shocked, but the senior was not able to understand what he has said. And why these people are not at all replying to me? What is that the mistake I have committed? He was not able to understand anything. After coming back to our office, he asked the junior, he asked, is there anything wrong I have told? I think only the building and other thing, new painting, new infrastructure, new furniture. But why she was giving such a bad look towards me? I don't know. I will tell another example. See, people who are working in preventive, DRI and all, they'll be booking lot of cases. So they'll be chasing, they will keep on intelligence and finally arrest the accused. But in the end, what will happen? In most of the cases, a good camaraderie and a friendship will develop between the officer and the accused. They will become best friends. They will be arrested, and will be prosecuted, and he will be put behind the bars. But in the process, they will also understand why he was engaged in smuggling and all that. He will tell his difficulties and all that. So a good friendship and relationship will develop between the officer and the accused. So an officer was traveling in the train. So immediately a person came. He was one old accused who was arrested for gold biscuit smuggling. He was arrested some long time back. And now that the old convict, he is coming in the train and he is wishing this officer, "Arey sir, how are you? Ah, boy, how are you? How are you? What are you doing? I'm doing business, sir. Oh, very good, very good. What is the business you are doing? Biscuit business, sir." The officer was shocked. "Arey, even after going to jail, still biscuit? नहीं, सोने वाले बिस्किट नहीं है, खाने वाले बिस्कुट है." I don't know how was my Hindi. I don't know much of Hindi. So
No, that was good. That was good.
खाने वाले Hindi.
Sir, you excel in Hindi also, sir. I must have.
Okay. Then we'll move on to next one. Again, I'm going to tell you a story. We have a hero. Our hero is working in a company. He is working in the GST department of a company. Our hero is working in the GST department of a company. heroine is also working in the same company in a different department, IT department, or heroine is working in the IT department. You know what? They never had any romantic life because he is a GST working person. He never had a time, so they never used to go out for any movie. Nothing, no romantic at all. So this our heroine was always worried about the hero. Every day he will work about 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and all that. So like that he was working, and heroine felt very bad about it. And now this heroine is going to sing a song for the hero. So I should also tell the name of the hero is Sikkal Sangosundaram, and name of the heroine is Mohanambal. So hero is Sikkal Sangosundaram, heroine is Mohanambal, and now the heroine is going to sing a song for the hero.
Nalandana.
Nalandana.
Do they tally? When we purchase, let do they tally? Who can purchase ledger? Do they tally? Do they tally? Do they tally? Who can purchase ledger? Do they tally? Entering invoice number in GSTR1. There was a mistake in table 1. Entering invoice number in GSTR1. There was a mistake in table 1. Due to the mistake in table 1. Due to the mistake in table 1. You didn't get your export refund. Tally, do they tally? Who in purchase ledger do they tally? While dispatch you prepare e-way bill. By mistake lorry number came as nil. While dispatch you prepare e-way bill. By mistake lorry number came as nil. Upon the seizure on highway road. Upon the seizure on highway road. Penpatta paattai yaar arivar. Do they tally? Do they tally? When purchase ledger do they tally? When purchase ledger do they tally?
Superb. Very good. Very nice. Excellent.
Now we will move on to the next.
ரொம்ப அஃபெக்ட் ஆயிருக்குப்பா நட்டு உன்னை ரொம்ப படுத்தி இருக்கு.
See this. Now we will go to our next event, so you will know something to talk about the higher officials of the department. So no harm meant, it's all just for a moment of fun. So you know that there was an IRS officer. One of the associate, he was manufacturing a perishable commodity, so fruit bulb. Some of the fruit bulb has become waste, so he wanted remission. He applied for remission, so that application came before the officer. He was in a very bad mood, so he just said that I am rejecting. So he just write on the letter itself, he is rejected, so he sent it back. Now, so he got very wild. The manager came running. So he was, how can you say that, sir? How can you reject? Please issue a speaking order. Please issue at least a speaking order. The AC also got wild. He said, why speaking order? I will give you a crying order. And immediately, both of them laughed. And finally, he said that, okay, I will consider. And finally, he allowed the benefit. And another thing, whoever is going for the hearing, you can always find, people used to say, when the hearing is going on, the officer will be either on the phone mostly, or he will be watching a TV. So one time what happened, the audit superintendent will go, he is explaining the point. At the time, some SMS or WhatsApp came to the commissioner, he started looking at it, the audit superintendent stopped. The commissioner said, no, you carry on further. the superintendent continued to tell the audit point and all that. He explained. And in between, the commissioner was replying to that WhatsApp message and all that. And finally, the audit superintendent finished. Then the commissioner asked, "Is that okay? Is that final?" "Yes, sir. It's a final." "Do you know anybody in Goa, Commissioner? I want to book a guest house in Goa."
He wasn't paying any attention.
Okay. Now, we will move on to our next thing. Now, here what is happening? We all know Sabka Vishwas was introduced. Sabka Vishwas was introduced. And all of us have got almost 90% of all our cases have gone. Similarly, in income tax, there is something called Vivad Se Vishwas. Once that comes, the 90% of income tax case also will go. So what are we going to do? We tax aggregates and all. Maybe we have to do some Kada Kalachebam like this, I think.
Yes.
You are going to see the plight of a tax advocate. You are going to see the plight of a tax advocate after Sabka Vishwas and Vivad Se Vishwas. What will happen to tax advocate? You are going to listen now. Yes.
போனால் போகட்டும் போடா, இந்த பூமியில் நிலையாய் வாழ்ந்தவர் யாரடா, போனால் போகட்டும் போடா. ஷோகாஸ் நோட்டீஸ் அப்பீல் சிஎம்ஏ எல்லாம் போச்சே, சப்காவில் எல்லா ஃபைலும் போயாச்சு, இப்போ ஆபீஸ் ஃபைலே நோ கேஸ். வக்கீல் தொழிலே வியாபாரம் வரும் ஜனனம் என்பது புது கேஸ், அதில் மரணம் என்பது அனஸ்தீசி. போனால் போகட்டும் போடா, போனால் போகட்டும் போடா.
சூப்பர்.
இதான் எவ்வளவு நல்ல குரல் இருக்குப்பா, கச்சேரி பண்ணலாம்ப்பா.
இன்னைக்கு அந்த 7 நாட்கள் படம் பார்த்தேன். சோ பேசாம அந்த வேலைக்கு போயிடலான்னு இருக்கேன். அந்த பாக்யராஜ் அசிஸ்டன்ட் வேலைக்கு.
இந்த மாதிரி பல கதையெல்லாம் கூட இல்ல.
பிரமாதம் பாடுறப்பா.
Okay. Now we have come to the last bit of the show. This is going to be the last bit of the show. All of you might have seen one movie starred by Dhanush. There is one dialogue in that. You may be knowing a long dialogue. Dhanush will be speaking to the villain. So now we are going to say that dialogue. Here, Dhanush is GST and villain is service tax. And all of you know that dialogue, no? You may just recollect that long dialogue. So Dhanush is GST and the villain is service tax. Okay? We'll follow that. So now Dhanush is going to deliver the dialogue to the villain, that is service tax. So I'm hearing some noise. You can just mute. Let me repeat. In VIP movie, there is a long dialogue by Dhanush.
Your voice is
now
echoing.
the same dialogue.
No.
Yeah, maybe you can mute everybody. Maybe
I'll mute everybody.
Yeah. This is the last piece of our show.
Natarajan sir, you can unmute yourself, sir.
Yeah, and this is the last bit of our show today. And there is one movie in Tamil, VIP, starred by Dhanush, where he will be delivering a long dialogue to the villain. So the same dialogue we are going to go now. We have now. Here Dhanush is GST, that is the hero. He is going to render the dialogue to the villain. The villain is service tax. Okay. Imagine the situation. Dhanush is GST. He is going to talk to the villain, which is service tax. Okay. Constitutionல உனக்குன்னு ஒரு என்ட்ரி இல்லாம ஏன்டா சர்வீஸ் டாக்ஸ் கான்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ல உனக்கு ஒரு என்ட்ரி கூட இல்லாம தனியா உன் பேர்ல ஒரு ஆக்ட் கூட இல்லாம வெறும் பினான்ஸ் ஆக்ட்ல செக்ஷன் 65ல இருந்து 105 வரைக்கும் வச்சுக்கிட்டு 94ல பிறந்து 2017ல இல்லாம போன உனக்கே இவ்வளவு திமிர் இருந்தா 10-15 வருஷமா ரிசர்ச் பண்ணி எத்தனை எம்பவர்டு கமிட்டி, எத்தனை எக்ஸ்பர்ட் குரூப், கான்ஸ்டிடியூஷனையே எனக்காக அமெண்ட் பண்ணி 29 ஸ்டேட், அத்தனை யூனியன் டெரிட்டரி, அப்போசிஷன் பார்ட்டி, அத்தனை பேரையும் சமாளிச்சு சிஜிஎஸ்டிக்கு ஒரு ஆக்ட், அதுல 174 செக்ஷன், 3 ஷெட்யூல், ஐஜிஎஸ்டிக்கு ஒரு ஆக்ட், எஸ்டிஎஸ்டிக்கு தனித்தனியா ஆக்ட், சிஜிஎஸ்டில ரூல், எஸ்டிஎஸ்டில ரூல், அத்தனை நோட்டிபிகேஷன், அத்தனை சர்க்குலரி, எத்தனை ஃபார்ம், காம்போசிஷனுக்கு ஃபார்ம், ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷனுக்கு ஃபார்ம், ஐடிசிக்கு ஃபார்ம், ரீஃபண்டுக்கு ஃபார்ம், அப்பீலுக்கு ஃபார்ம், மாசத்துக்கு 3 ரிட்டர்ன், அது எல்லாத்தையும் சேர்த்து வச்சு ஆனுவலா ஒரு ரிட்டர்ன், அது சிஏவை வச்சு ஒரு ஆடிட், அதுக்கு ஒரு டியூ டேட், அது ஒரு 10 தடவை எக்ஸ்டென்ஷன், எத்தனை இ ஃபைலர், எத்தனை எஃப்ஏக்யூ, எத்தனை மீட்டிங் போட்டு எல்லாருக்கும் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணி 2 செட் ஆஃப் ட்ரிபியூனல் வச்சு அட்வான்ஸ் ரூலிங், அதுக்கு ஒரு அப்பலட் அத்தாரிட்டி, ஒரு ஆன்டி ப்ராஃபிட்டியரிங், இதெல்லாம் பத்தாதுன்னு ஒரு இவே பில், இ இன்வாய்சிங், இது அத்தனையும் பத்தாதுன்னு ஜிஎஸ்டி போர்ட்டல்னு ஒண்ண வச்சு அது தொங்கி அதுக்காக மக்கள்லாம் என்ன கழுவி ஊத்தி இத்தனையும் சமாளிச்சு 3 வருஷமா முன்னாடி வந்து நிக்கிற ஜிஎஸ்டிக்கு எவ்வளவு திமிர் இருக்கும். Thank you all.
ரொம்ப சீக்கிரமா முடிச்சிட்டீங்க. You need to still go on.
VIP they will take you, sir. They are going to replace Dhanush,
sir. So what I thought, okay, I thought it will not go on. It will not go on for more than 30-40 minutes. It's come up to 50 minutes. So now what we can have, maybe for another time. Before that, I should thank Jayalakshmi who gave the female voice.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you can for few minutes.
So much.
Few minutes you can mute everybody. Just a few minutes you can mute. Prithvi, few minutes.
Yes, sir. Muted, sir.
Yeah. So friends, please stay with us maybe for another 10 minutes. Just I wanted to say that I have the background music that was done by, the song was sung by Jayalakshmi from BMJ Associates. She sang 2 songs in female voice, and Muthu was the male singer. In fact, we wanted to have accompaniments also. We did some rehearsal and all, but that was not coming out properly. So I have to thank all the friends who have given me a lot of inputs to develop that particular show. And finally, I want to say one more thing also. So as I told in the beginning, myself and most of my partners, we were all in the department and came out. And whatever we are today, it is all due to whatever we have learned in the department. So we owe a lot to the department. And this show is not intended to demean either the department or the law, nothing. As I said in the beginning, this is purely an informal show. Don't be judgmental about it. Please, we have to enjoy the show.